Let me ask you this. You went to Ring of Honor as well, and you did the big match with the Elite. Was there a big difference between WWE and Ring of Honor, or for you, we're now like it's your second match, or you're getting more into it and feeling more confident, or is it kind of the same as before, where you just want to make sure you don't mess up anything?
I mean, that was an incredibly unique experience because I mean, I was with Cody, with Kenny Omega, with Matt and Nick, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna forget someone along the way, but just, I mean, we were the main event. It was either 5-on-4 or 6-on-5 as a tag match. And
yeah, 5-on-4.
Okay, there it is. And the whole thing was when we had our match at SummerSlam, it was like, you guys have 13 minutes bell to bell or curtain to curtain. I can't remember the expression. In this one, it was like, how long are we going to go? As long as we want, period. And the match was like, I don't know, 45 minutes, it felt like. So we just got to do whatever we want. I got to interact with the crowd a little bit more. And I really wanted to be present for it and, go in for quick bursts and then come out, because as an amateur in this and as a newbie, you blow up anytime you go into the ring. You just blow up because you forget to breathe and get all stiff. And I just really wanted to be present, and I couldn't be, because the first thing that I did was get in the ring and I threw an RKO on either Chris Daniels or Frankie Kazarian. And I had never done an RKO before, let alone learned how to properly take a flat back bump. And I jacked my neck up so bad that I couldn't even hear anything for the rest of the match.
Right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate. I got on the apron. I get back out. I'm in and out in 18 seconds. And I get back out and I turn to Matt of the Young Bucks and I go, is there steam coming off of my ears? And he goes, no, why? And I said, because I feel like there's steam coming off of my ears. My neck is so jacked up. And he goes, can you keep going? And I go, I mean, I can keep going, but the next several weeks are going to be really bad. Well, there it is. But Ring of Honor was great. It was in San Antonio, and they got me a Bullet Club tee with Vigilante Club on it, which I still see all the time at AEW and WWE shows, which warms my heart every time.
Yeah.
And we got to do like a little promo at the beginning with Cody, and the crowd popped when I came out, and I mean, it was rad. I love those indie shows. Love them.
Did you, when you go to do these matches at the time, if you're working with Arrow, did you have to get kind of permission from your producers, employers to do it? Were they worried about your physical safety at all? Did they just say, go ahead and do it?
I mean, what's the expression? It's easier to beg for forgiveness than beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Right.
I didn't ask. I just didn't ask. And when I had my match against Christopher Daniels at All In, when I tried the coast to coast for the first time, I had prepped it, but I landed on my left hip, and I suffered an occult fracture of it. And then, so that event is on a Saturday, I believe, and then I have to go back to work on a Monday or Tuesday, and I had to go to everyone. I had to call up our EPs and our directing producer and say, I hurt my hip really bad. I've been to the doctor. I've talked with him about it. I can't make it any worse. You cannot treat me any differently. And we were doing a super stunt heavy episode of the show. And I'm like, I know that I f***ed up here. Do not bring it up with anybody. If you see me limping around, that's fine. As far as you're concerned, I'm not injured. But I should have asked for it. Thereafter, I just didn't even consider.
But then you just got to work your way through it on set with Arrow, and that's just the way it is.
That was it. It sucked, but what are you gonna do?